Yeah, we're on.
We're on? It's good? Alright, first and foremost, I want to say Allah, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to the elect, the hopeful elect pushing this word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. You have for me Sirach 12 and 10.
Yeah. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness."
And you know what? That's why we're enemies to this world, because we're constantly pushing we're constantly reminding these Edomites and these heathens and Jake what Esau put us through back in slave trade.
Yeah.
We even go deeper into 70 AD. You know, when all the different captivities we came up under. That's all. We're all supposed to remind you that, because it says never trust our enemy. When you fight with someone, whether it be your woman and your brother, you fight with them, and then you hash things out. Everything is good. Now you hash things out. Everything is good. You start a clean slate. Then you begin to try to trust them again, right? Because you fought. See, with Esau, we never trust our enemy, because if we were to trust our enemy, that means we hashed it out. That means whatever Esau did to Jake, it was what they say, water under the bridge. We got past it. We haven't got past it, and we keep bringing it up, and we'll stay bringing it up, because guess what? We haven't, justice hasn't been fulfilled, man. Justice as in us putting them into slavery. The so-called white man, which is known as Esau in the Bible, Esau, Edom, we're looking to put them into slavery alongside with the other nations, man.
I got a scripture, right? This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 15. "That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and the Most High requireth that which is past."
That's right. So the Most High requires that which is past. So whatever happened in the past, the Most High requires of it, man. So when you guys come up here, and when you so-called Edomites get reminded about slavery, and you guys say, well, that was my forefathers and my foreparents, had nothing to do with me, I'm a new man. The Most High requires that which happened in the past. So guess what? If your forefathers are dead now, but they still committed that sin, how's the Most High going to require it? It would make no sense unless you understood reincarnation in the scriptures. Because in a deep sense, we actually are our foreparents coming back anyways.
Yeah.
You know, so it was actually you who did that, and the Most High just took the remembrance from you. That's why you're thinking this is a whole new life, this is a whole new you.
Yeah.
It's the same you, different body, that's it.
Yeah. You know, there's a reason why you act a certain way. There's a reason why you like certain types of food, and the next man likes a different type of food. Because you were created that way, man, okay? So, you know, your spirit will always be what it was back then. There's a reason why you hate someone without even getting to know them just by their countenance.
You just can't get along with some people.
Yeah.
You know, some people you try, and for some reason you just can't get along with them, because your spirits don't like each other, man.
Exactly. This is Sirach 28 and 1. He that revengeth shall find vengeance from the Lord, and he shall surely keep his sins in remembrance.
He should and guess what, man? That's a scripture.
Yeah.
Because you know what? It was the saints the saints are the Israelites, man. We went into slavery, and the Most High said He won't forget His saints.
That's right. That's right.
So we're gonna get our revenge on you so-called white people and you other nations, man.
Yeah.
And guess what? Revenge is gonna be on also for the elect on you 2/3 too, man. Cause you 2/3 stay getting at the elect and coming after the elect, scoffing at the elect. You know, you guys killed the prophets.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna get your judgment too. But because your lineage, your bloodlines of Israel, you're also subject to the promise.
Yeah.
The promise of Israel through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But the second go around. So you're gonna get destroyed first on this side of the world, and then in the new kingdom, which is the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, then you're gonna come in your right mind.
Yeah.
But right now, 2/3 of you Israelites are all bugged out, man. And you guys can get destroyed alongside with the other nations of Esau, man.
It says, "Never trust thine enemy, For like as iron rustless, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
That's right. Because you know what? Nowadays, I mean, back in the 50s, in the 40s, 50s, 60s, it was blatant. Esau was blatant about his hatred towards Jacob. You know, they would have signs, no colors allowed, colored only bathrooms or white only restaurants.
Yeah.
So Esau was blatant about his hate for Jacob. It wasn't new, you know. But now you go about another 50 to 60 years later, we're here in 2017. Esau still hates Jake, but it's hidden now.
Yeah.
It's hidden.
Yeah.
So you got some people, you got some Jakes who were adopted by Edomites, and the Edomites show them so-called love and such. But because we're in this day and age, and because the enemy has crouched down, doesn't mean you should trust him. Once your enemy, always your enemy, man. That's how it works.
Yeah.
These Edomites, all it takes is one. It takes one upset for them to show you their true colors, man.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, and they showed that a lot when Donald Trump came into office, man.
Yeah. More
Right?
Edomites started being blunt about their hatred for Jake.
Exactly.
Like these Issacharites, the North American Indians,
Yeah.
Gadites, Reubenites, and Jake.
Yeah, but you know, Jake still does not want to consider that the white man is not your friend, man.
It's still all about that one love you guys want to do.
Yeah.
And this division, man. And division is beautiful, man.
Yeah. It keeps things separate and in order, man.
Exactly.
Right? If you had equality, there'd be chaos.
Exactly.
Right? Because everyone's gonna think that they're just shit, man.
Yeah.
There's no order, right?
That means a bum who doesn't work a day in his life is considered as equal as someone who's constantly grinding to make his money.
Yeah.
That's unbalanced, man.
That's right. There's a reason why, you know, there's levels, you know, there's a reason why there's governments and hierarchies. The reason why is to keep things in order, man.
Right.
There's a reason why in the scriptures it gave you the order of things where it said that the Most High is the head of Yahushai and Yahushai is the head of the man and the man is the head of the woman.
Exactly.
Right? It's the same thing, man. There's a reason why things are put that way just to show order, man.
right.
Because if there's no order, then there's chaos.
That's right.
Right? Not everyone is equal, man. And that's just the reality of things. But Esau wants to tell you that he loves you and he wants to show you that, you know, we're all equal after he did all of this, you know, wickedness, you know, towards you and your people and your children and your wife and the earth that was created for you, man.
Yeah, because, you know, at the end of the day, after Esau has done all this wickedness in slavery, after slavery, Esau did a great job of painting this false reality
Yeah.
of that there's actually a chance that we can all come together, Jake and Esau,
Yeah.
Moab and Jake, all of us come together and be one nation and love one another as one nation.
Yeah.
That's a false reality, a false sense of reality.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people, when we speak to them, when we come out, when we speak this word, man, we come out raw and uncut, blunt. That's the best way to speak the truth. When we speak this word to other people, they're either pissed off, get emotional, and come at us, come against us because we're destroying their false sense of reality. Because the reality is, Jake is on the bottom and Esau and the other nations are on the top, man. The real Israelites are the Negroes and the North American Indians and Latinos.
Yeah.
And we're on the bottom, and guess what? The reality is this world, this kingdom, or this place as you know it or as you love, is gonna come to an end real soon.
Yeah.
Okay, and the next kingdom that's coming into rulership is the kingdom of Yahushai, which is by default given to Israel. A lot of people don't like that message, man,
Yeah.
because especially these so-called white people, because these Edomites are living in their heaven right now.
Yeah.
This is what you also would call, for lack of a better term, white privilege.
Yeah.
They're living in their heaven right now, so when you tell them that their heaven is going to be destroyed and is going to be conquered by their sole enemy, yeah, best believe they're going to come up against you. Even these heathens will come up against you for that. Even Jake, because Jake is trying to live nice in Esau's kingdom.
Yeah. That's right, you know, and even with these Edomites, you know, by them pushing that, that we're all equal shit, it keeps Jake confused. Because if Esau actually told you that we're not equal, then Jake would actually start doing something where they're gonna try to build their own communities, etc., etc.
Well, they
right?
tried that with what was called Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street was tried, and look what Esau did. It wasn't but in a matter of months that Esau burned that whole place down, man. So every time you try to strive, that's the curses. Thou should be the tail and he should be the head. You should go to him in want of everything. You know, you want to start a business, you got to go to Esau for it. You know, you want a loan to buy a house or to buy a car, you got to go to Esau for it.
Yeah.
This is Esau's heaven, Esau's kingdom. So we're actually, really when you connect the dots like that, and you paint that canvas plain, it's no question, no argument that we're in slavery.
Yeah.
It's just very, very well hidden. And that the Most High actually has to open your eyes, spiritual eye, to actually fully see what's going on.
Yeah. Hard, man, because, like, Esau tries to push that, that everyone is equal shit, yet there's still so many people, in this world,
Living better than other people.
right, that are living better than other people. There's people that are poor who can't eat. Esau has a lot of money that he could write one check to end world hunger, man.
Easy.
Or they say that, that we actually have so much money, that,
Bill Gates himself can end world hunger 3 times, 3 folds.
That's crazy.
That's one man out of the 8 billion that's on this planet.
Yeah, and they say that that they have a lot, that they have so much money that basically like everyone would only be allowed to work only like about twice a week, man. That's how much money everyone that these Edomites have, man. Where they also say that if everyone paid their tithes, 10%, everyone, no one should be able to work and everyone should be living on a equal, man. But it's supposed to show you again, man, that Esau likes to feed you these sweets, but it's deceit. It sounds good to the ears. It sounds good to the masses, the people that are in the low, the bottom, people who are struggling, people who don't have enough. It sounds good to them. But the reality is that that's not the way, man. The only way that these things can happen is when you come into power. Because power is the only thing that keeps people at the top, man. Right?
Yeah, that's right. And it's crazy because, like, these pastors, when all they're doing is feeding their congregation the sweet things, it's like eating too much candy. Yeah, it tastes good, but eventually your teeth start to rot.
Yeah.
So when you keep feeding the people so much good things, their mind will start to rot, and eventually, when their mind's completely rotted away, and then they're confronted with the truth, then bug out.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? But if you're doing a bit of both, but more so of the rough stuff, because that's the time we're living in right now. That's the time they should be preparing for it. There's barely any churches that talk about the RFID chip, or for that matter, they talk about the mark of the beast. And if they do talk about the mark of the beast, they don't even know what the mark of the beast is. They'll say it's the embargo, or it's the image of Jesus Christ, or they'll say the mark of the beast doesn't even exist. So, hey, the masses, by going to these churches, you're not helping yourself at all. Going to these pastors, so-called renowned pastors, they don't know anything. And most of them know the truth, but they need to make money and keep you under subjection so they can keep making money and live that nice lifestyle that they're living.
Exactly, and that's where the whole doctrine of hell came from. Because,
it's just Greek mythology.
Exactly, because if you believe in that, then guess what? You're gonna go to church because you want to be saved.
Yeah, you want to be in your good grace with the Most High.
Exactly.
Then you want to go to a place where Satan's gonna poke you for pitchfork.
Yeah, so that whole hell doctrine came about just to scare the people, so then they can go to church.
They can run back into the churches.
Exactly, and then when you go to church, what do? You pay your tithe.
You make more money, which is a business scheme, man.
Esau is
all
smart,
it is.
man.
Yeah, see, all it is a business scheme, man. When you break it down, like how the brother broke it down, it's just a business scheme. You have a business, and it's going good at first, and then you think to yourself, okay, you start to plateau, and you think to yourself, okay, what other ideas can we use to bring in more clients?
Yeah.
Well, for the churches, they took the Greek mythology of Zeus and Hades, and they added the hell into there, man.
Yeah.
God is Satan, you know, because Hades rebelled against Zeus, and Zeus sent him down to the ground, into the underworld, which is hell. Same thing with that whole. That's the whole Christian plantation Christianity.
Yeah.
The Apostle Tahar likes to say. That's exactly what that is, man.
That's right, man. Because that's the thing is that with Esau, with businesses, Esau always tries to move to the next trend. What is trending, what is new. How do the people react, right? With these businesses, it's the same thing with these churches, man. That's why they're accepting homosexuals in these churches.
Because it's a trend.
Why? Because it's a trend, man. So then when you accept homosexuals into your congregation, now you have more money, and then now you're actually pushing that, God loves everyone doctrine, and then with that whole, I'm a rainbow stuff, man, that doesn't go back to the scriptures, man. Right? So Esau always, tries to adapt to what is trending today, man, by leveraging what is trending online, man, right?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
And I was gonna say something. I forgot. Escape it. Hopefully it comes back.
Okay, good. And it says here, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
That's right.
That's right.
At the end of the day, man, like I said, it just takes one incident for Esau to show you his true color.
Yeah, and even if they humble themselves, it doesn't mean shit, man.
They're doing it for their own benefit.
Exactly.
To convenient them.
Exactly. Because if they did not have to, then they would not do it.
Yeah, that's exactly. If Esau doesn't have to bow his head to us sometimes to get what he wants, or to play nice, not even bow his head, but just to play nice to get what he wants, he would never do it. Why? Why humble himself a little bit just to get what he wants when he could just take it?
Yeah.
Exactly how the elites of Esau, is how they live. They don't have to humble themselves to no one.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely no one. They just take it.
Yeah.
And no one will even know that they're taking it. They just take it. Which is even better because these guys have power, man. They can do whatever they want. And on top of that, whatever they do is never publicized.
Yeah.
It's not put out there in the limelight, so to speak.
That's right.
That's why we're enemies, because we put everything they do out there in the limelight.
Yeah.
Now they're like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. And just with the regular Joe Edomite out here, like this, right? Like the scripture says that their children shall complain of an ungodly father. So this is the time when they're gonna crouch, and humble themselves. But it doesn't mean nothing, man, because you did it.
Yeah, you did it.
It doesn't take away from the fact that you did all of those wicked deeds. Therefore, you will have to pay for those, man. So no matter what you do, even if I feel sorry for you, the Lord will fuck you up, man. And the Lord is going to put His anger in us, to actually punish you even worse, man. So at the end of the day, you will serve your judgment, man. Okay? But I got a precept about, them humbling themselves and stuff. It's the book of Sirach 19 verse 26. It says, there is a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly, but inwardly he is full of deceit.
Christopher Columbus. He's a good example of that. When he came here in 1492, the first place he came to was the Dominican Republic, and when he came, he was humbled, right? He sought the North American Indians, the Reuben and Gad. He sought for help, and because his crewmates were diseased. They had multiple illnesses that they were dealing with and didn't know how to cure themselves.
Yeah.
So what they did, they humbled themselves, befriended Jake,
Learned everything.
and when they learned everything, bang, it was to war.
Yeah.
They took them down, they raped their woman, they took their lands, they destroyed their homes.
Oh, wow.
Slaughtered up to 98% of the North American Indians. That's a perfect example of that scripture, man. And guess what? Christopher Columbus is an Edomite. So that's the enemy that we're talking about.
I got a precept here, back in the book of Maccabees, I'm Alexander and so on and on.
Yeah.
This is what happened to Jake, man. word for word exactly what you just said. This is in the book of First Maccabees chapter 1. I'll start from verse 30. I'll just get to the point. And it says here, and spake peaceably words unto them, unto the Israelites, but all was deceit. For when they had given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city and smote it very sore and destroyed much people of Israel. And when he had taken the spoils of the city, he set it on fire and pulled down the houses and walls thereof on every side. But the women and children took they captive and possessed the cattle.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said.
Right?
That's crazy.
Exact same thing. Then builded they the city of David with a great and strong wall, and with mighty towers, and made it stronghold, and made it a stronghold for them. And they put therein a sinful nation, wicked men, and fortified themselves therein.
And guess what? What came over here alongside with Christopher Columbus? Smallpox, pigs, because that came from swine flesh, man. They bring a lot of diseases over here to the western side of the world, man. Because in Christopher Columbus' memoirs, he says that these people were clean.
Yeah.
Their hygiene was on point. They taught them how to bathe and how many times they should be bathed in a week, and all sorts of things, man. All different.
Jesus is not a so-called white man. Jesus is a so-called Negro.
That's it.
Damn Edomite.
That's it.
You know, shit, like, you know, I'm like,
Shook her head at
yeah, you know, I'm shook up the sign. She saw, like, you know, thinking of that's Jesus.
Yeah.
She shook her head.
Saw the horns and shook her head.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But yes, you know, yes. Yeah, God is a lot.
Oh no, that was it on that. Anyways.
And it says
I
here.
can't remember it. I'm not speaking it.
Yeah. And it says here in verse 37, thus they shed innocent blood on every side, on every side of the sanctuary, and defiled it, insomuch that the inhabitants of Jerusalem fled because of them. Thereupon the cities was made an habitation of strangers, and became strange to those that were born in her, and her own children left her. And that was when we fled to the, I'm a western part of Africa and the northern part of Africa, man.
Yeah.
You know. Now going back here, and it says, there is a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly, but inwardly he is full of deceit, casting down his countenance, and making as if he had heard not. Where he is not known, he will do thee a mischief before thou be aware. Right? Let me read that again. And it says, he will do thee a mischief before thou be aware, and if for want of power he be hindered from sinning, yet when he findeth opportunity he will do evil.
So showing you, Esau will do whatever it takes to get what he wants. If he has to stop sinning for a little bit, he'll do it. Just so he can sin even harder later on.
Exactly.
You know?
So even when there's power, they will hinder from it. They'll,
stay away from it and not look like getting the limelight. You know.
But then when they find opportunity, they're gonna go at it, because Esau puts in his heart what he wants, and when he wants something, he's going to pursue that thing, man. No matter what, even if it's righteous or wickedness, man. That's what Esau will do.
And when we say heart, the word heart actually in the Hebrew means mind, which is the word lab. Just so you just don't get it twisted, because your heart, a lot of these everyday Christians, they think your heart controls everything. Your heart's just a muscle that pumps blood. It's the mind that controls, which is the spirit that controls everything.
Yeah, like it's no difference than your leg muscles.
It's another muscle. That's all it is.
Of course, like it works different in your body, but it's just, it's just another element of your body, right? Whereas your mind, which goes back to the spirit, that's spiritual, man. That's not of the earth.
That's you before your flesh.
Exactly. Hence why, when you die, you actually, you freeze, or you get cold, and you lose, a certain amount of pounds, because your spirit actually carries a certain amount of weight to it, man.
And your spirit's fire too.
Exactly. That's right, And it says here, back in Sirach chapter 12, verse 12. And it says, set him not by thee, lest when he has overthrown thee. So like, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
See, so that's division right there, man.
Yeah.
The Most High just gave an instruction about not to just let him sit by you, man.
Yeah.
That's why we always say there's no Edomites can come up into this thing.
Yeah.
Because it's about division. Most High had already had it as started the world as a place for division. Different nations, different traditions, and different cultures. That's why we would get. That's why the Most High would tell us not to do what the heathens do. But if we were all equal, why does it matter if we do what the heathens do? We're all the same anyways. But the Most High told Israel not to do the same as the heathens do, because the heathens are wicked, man. They don't have law. They don't have the wisdom of the Most High to understand or to discern from wrong and right. They live like animals, off instinct. We live by the law. We don't live off our own instinct. And which shows you, man, that when you think about it, that shows you how beautiful the kingdom is going to be. Because right now, we only live, we try to live, the elect are trying to live by the law.
Yeah.
Not by their own instincts.
Yeah.
But in the kingdom, we're going to be able to live by our own instinct, because our own instinct is going to be the law.
Yeah.
It's that simple. It shows you how beautiful it is. We're not going to have to go through the scriptures to see, oh, can we do this or can we not do this? You know?
That's right. There's a scripture in Galatians, I believe. This is in the book of Galatians. It's the book of Galatians chapter 2. I start from verse 16. Galatians 2 and 16. Knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by faith of Yahushua Mashiach, even we have believed in Yahushua Mashiach, that we might be justified by the faith of Yahushua.
And you everyday Christians will take this and run with it, man.
Yeah.
You'll sprint with it.
Yeah.
Thinking that you don't have to
do the law
at all. The Sabbath. Really, man, you always look about keeping the Sabbath. The Sabbath, the Lord is not going to look at those things.
Yeah.
He is still going to look at those things, because what we can keep, we can keep. We keep it, man. That's simple. What you can't keep, you can't keep, because it's out of your control. Like if the Sabbath falls during the week and I work Monday to Friday, I can't call my boss and say, listen, I can't come into work today, it's the Sabbath. I won't be able to, I'll be out of a job.
Every single week, right?
Yeah, every single week. Every single week on Wednesday I can't work. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You know? So, but if it falls on the weekend and you don't work on the weekend, best believe you're supposed to keep it completely 100% correct.
Yeah. That's why, like Romans 13 is very important, right? It says, Romans 13, let every soul be subject unto the higher power, for there is no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained of God, right? So, you have to keep the laws of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, but you also have to be able to function in this kingdom, right? But there's going to come to a time where you have to say no, right? Because Esau's laws is contrary to the scriptures, and Esau's laws do not, Esau's laws do not go in agreement with the Most High Scripture, where Esau's going to take the chip. Yeah, they're the higher power, but you got to say no, man.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. And it's crazy because I think in a different version of the Bible, that's Romans 13 tells you to respect the government, because the government was set up by the law, by the Lord.
Yeah.
And you know what? The brother said, at times you need to function in this kingdom. And Yahushua did say himself, give unto Caesar what's Caesar's.
Yeah.
But right now, Esau's laws, once they become, see, that's crazy. That's why kids need their fathers. Yeah, that's fucked. What the hell? Man took the time out of his day to make that.
Yeah,
and then instead of doing something else, getting a job or something.
Yeah.
But Esau's rules right now, his laws right now, they are contrary to the scriptures, but they're not as heavy contrary to the scriptures as they're going to be in the future. Like in the future, near future, we're gonna have to. You're gonna come to a point where you have to take the mark of the beast. Now it's gonna be the law. That's where you have to say no, and then it becomes way too much.
Yeah. Or
Now you're forsaking the Most High if you take that.
exactly. Or like I'm eating pork.
Yeah,
Right?
or eating pork. Yeah.
That's something that you don't have to go to the store and buy it just because you're like, oh, Esau sells it, so
Yeah, I
I'm
have
gonna just
to
buy
buy
it.
it, yeah.
No, man. What the fuck you talking about, right?
Yo, that's 2/3. That's a
Yeah.
niggard thinking.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
That's crazy, man. Because you got people, who stay in, creeps in their mind and they try to justify everything, man.
Yeah, you can't
You know?
justify what you're doing. Man, the worst thing you do is to try to justify your wickedness.
Yeah.
Wickedness. At the very least, if you're doing wickedness, know that you're doing it. And be like, I can't justify it. I know I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But to try to justify it, that's wicked. Because now, when you try to justify it, you're trying to make yourself understand it, and then be like, you know what, this is actually okay.
Yeah.
Because
and-
of this reason.
Exactly, and then it goes to show that you actually have pleasure doing that.
Yeah.
Because when you try to justify something, you actually have pleasure doing it,
Yeah.
and you know it's wicked, but you have pleasure in doing it. Hence, why you try to justify it. Therefore, you try to tell yourself that it's okay.
Yeah.
Or like when you see, like another brother slip up and go off, and the brother knows that he went off, you try to go off of that brother's wrongdoings and thinking that it's okay too, that you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is not right, man.
That's right.
Yeah, we're in the flesh, but you gotta do your best and you gotta acknowledge when you're going up and when you're not going up, man.
Absolutely.
Right?
It's all about striving, man.
Huh. It's all about growing daily, man. Learning something new. And it says, knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by the faith of Yahweh Mashiach, even we have believed in Yahweh Mashiach that we might be justified by the faith of Yahweh and not by the works of the law, for by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified. That's right, man. Because we can't keep all the laws.
And when you break one, you break them all.
Exactly. So therefore the Lord found another way where now we are just justified by faith, and even deeper, the elect, which was already chosen from the beginning, are the ones who are going to have the abundance of faith to make it through out of this, man.
Yeah.
So even when you go deeper, at the end of the day, it's all about the elect,
Yeah,
man.
it's all- it's crazy.
So
It's actually insane how it is all about the elect.
right?
It really
Because
is.
you can be a 2/3 who has faith, and then when your faith breaks at the end, are you going to be saved? Hell no.
No, because you stop running that race.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter how much faith you have right now. It's all about he that endured to the end, the same shall be
Which means
saved.
death, man. That's what the end means. It means
Yeah.
death sometimes.
That's crazy,
Right,
man.
even Apostle Kabbalah was talking about, man, you gotta have faith always, even when you're getting beamed up, as you're getting beamed, still have faith.
You never know when it's like,
as soon as you cut it,
we got
I'm
the
saved.
wrong one.
Got the wrong one. Well, they'll drop you right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, man. Like I'm taking that into
Yeah.
some serious counseling because you wanna make sure you get into the chariots. Like when I'm in and the chariot door closes and I'm shooking every brother's hand, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
Like now.
Yeah, kind of, Which again, right? Like we understand, that the angels are not gonna make that mistake, but right? But just speaking, man.
It's just the-
when the Lord Yahweh puts that crown on your head, that's when you made it, bro.
Yeah, the scriptures
That's
talk about
crazy,
that. Yeah,
man.
Ezra talks about that.
Yeah. When Yahweh put that crown on the leg's head, bro, that's it, bro. That is it. For eternity, there is no end. You'll never die. You will always rule, man.
Right.
And you will always have that fame, that, when you walk, like around your territory, right? You are the son of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, and people are going to recognize that and know that you are a king, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Even, Jake, there's going to be order, man. There's going to be order in Israel, right? Although all of Israel is going to live it up and, and have fun in the kingdom, there's still going to be order where you're going to have to respect the person that's above you, man.
And yeah, man, like me and you always says, man, I don't care if I'm the last one to get in.
You
As long as I'm in.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, hey, King David
David,
the
right?
best, bro.
Yeah, I'd rather
even if I'm what do you say?
Yeah,
Oh, you got it?
I got it.
I forgot it word by word.
Yeah.
David said it the best.
Just read out just 1 second. It's like,
You know what? Let's go video.
Khan. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 84, verse 10. And it says, "For a day in thy courts is better than 1,000. I had rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my power
See?
than to dwell in the tents of wickedness.
So yo, even if you make it in as just a doorkeeper, yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. You're in though.
In the gates, man.
Yeah, that's how humble you should be, man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's literally how humble you should be.
Exactly.
What verse we at on the?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Sirach?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
We went so far away
Yeah.
from it.
Verse 12.
Verse 12.
Yeah. And it says, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith.
And there's nothing more annoying than a loud woman.
Yeah, like, what the hell is the point
Like
of this?
you just keep yourself and quiet down and walk down the street. Man, it's because women seek attention in any shape or form. They seek it whatsoever.
Like, look at this one.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But anyways, that's just Satan, man. I'm just gonna read it. And it says, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words.
And you know what, man? Esau's always been waiting for the Most High to put us on the bottom for him to take over.
Yeah.
Esau's been waiting since Jake supplanted him in the wilderness,
Yeah.
in the forest with the promise of the eldest. Esau's been waiting to take the top spot. And now that he's at the top spot, he never wants to leave. That's why he's going to put up a fight against
Yeah.
Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
Even though he's afraid,
Yeah.
he'll still try to put up a fight.
Yeah, you know, and what makes it even worse, and what actually burns in Esau's spirit, is knowing that he could have been in our place, man.
Yeah.
You know, he could have had, you know, that promise. What's up,
What's
man?
up, brother? How you doing, man? Pretty good, man. Good. That's it.
Israel, man. Israel is God. Yeah. But you know, yeah,
Mike.
yeah, you know, Jim Brown.
Jim Brown, yeah,
Yeah.
his brother's Mike Brown.
Yeah. But you know, it just goes to show that, you know, even though Esau rules and Esau has all of this, in his spirit he knows that he wants more, man.
Yeah, okay.
You know, he wants more because he knows that what we're getting is more and was, you know, and is better than what
Well,
he has.
if he never gave up the
Yeah.
he would have been fine. But
The
it was all
birth
through
rate.
the Most High.
Right?
Yeah, we would have been Esau.
Yeah. That's crazy, bro.
I
Fuck
think it was that
that.
close, eh?
Fuck that, bro.
Yo, Bronx, how you how about
That shit
shit,
is right. That's right, Ak.
It wasn't for his will
Yeah.
to be like, you know what, I want Jake to be my people.
Yeah, yeah,
Instead of Esau, we would have been finished.
yeah. Very
We would
true,
have been
man.
Esau, and then they would have been Jake.
Jake, yeah.
Imagine that? Esau being out here
Yeah,
doing the
doing the
work,
work,
and we're out there, we're living a dream.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that'd be crazy. That's crazy to even imagine that.
yeah, yeah.
Yo, that guy too, Jim, man, he had like a full beard in grade 8.
Yeah.
I remember him.
Yeah,
man.
in grade 8.
Yeah, bro. I was like, I saw him in grade 8. He had the full beard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm out here in grade 10, not even scratching nothing. Shit.
Bro, yeah.
And then Jake will shave the whole thing off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, man, you know, just like my dad, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, grow your
Yeah,
yo,
man,
like,
I try to.
Like, yo, like, you know, like, you know, myself, you know, like, you know, badly, you know, like, I want to grow one, you
Yeah.
know, but I know that's gonna take, like, you
time.
know, like a long ass time. Like, if I don't cut it at all,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Oh, yeah, you don't cut it out.
But you
Yeah.
know, like, you know, my dad, you know, like, he can grow a full beard, and I'm just like, why the fuck you cut it
Yeah,
off,
yeah.
man?
My dad too.
No, it just-
My dad goes full. I mean, it's like if he doesn't shave for a week or two, it comes out. But the man's shaving every day. Because it's his kingdom.
That's crazy, man.
If you have a
But
beard, you don't look good.
yeah, you know, in Esau's society,
Esau society.
you gotta look clean. Why the hell you gotta look? There's a reason, you know.
That is cool. But men are supposed to look rough.
Yeah,
Anyways.
exactly. Because I like,
Just because you have a beard doesn't mean you're dirty.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, like a lot of these women, they want men who are masculine, but then they tell their men to shave, you know, to shave up their beard, which makes them look soft. But
yeah. Oh, you want to talk about? I'm actually gonna do a video on this real quick.
Yeah, because you know a beard is a badge of manly
Yeah.
so like I forget how it goes,
man's
but
dignity.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
a
a
badge
badge.
of
Yeah.
you know of manly dignity. You know?
Yeah, that's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
there's you gotta separate, man. There has to be a differentiation between the two, a man and a woman. That's Steph Curry,
Yeah, without a beard.
bro.
That's Stephen Curry without a
Bro,
beard.
how
man.
long ago was that?
Maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah, hold on,
He was probably just in the NBA.
Let me get that on camera.
That's why it's important to have a beard, man. He looks like his woman.
He looks like his
He
fucking.
looks like Steph Curry's sister.
Looks like he's 10 years old, bro. Crazy, yeah.
Right? I was gonna do a video on that too. That's why I saved it.
Yeah.
Everything on Instagram you can save it, just do a video on it.
Out and later, man.
Yeah.
Can. But that's crazy, man.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
And it says, and though at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith, who will pity a chamber that is beaten with a certain, or any such as come nigh with so like a nigh wild beasts?
That's right. That's it on that. What verse you at?
Verse 14.
Okay, leave that.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, you skip to Wisdom Psalm 21.
Was it something to one? Okay. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 verse 1. It says, for the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, be not upright.
Salakik. Forget Wisdom Psalm 2 right now. Go to Isaiah 45. So yeah, we guys have to read through it and break it down myself to myself.
Okay.
If I don't, I won't be able to do it out here.
It makes sense, okay. Isaiah 45 and 1?
Yeah, it's chapter 1, yeah.
Okay. Isaiah chapter 45 verse 1. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh to his anointed, to Cyrus, whose right hand I have holden, to subdue nations before him, and I will loose the loins of kings, to open before him the two leavened gates, and the gates shall not be shut.
That 45?
Yeah, is it 45?
Okay, maybe it's 54.
Okay, is it 54? Yeah.
Salakik.
No, it's good.
Alright, what's 54?
It says, sing, O barren, thou didst not bear, break forth into singing and cry aloud.
No, hi.
That's right.
25 and 7.
25 and 7? Isaiah 25. Isaiah chapter 25. Isaiah chapter 25 verse 7. And it says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that spreadeth over all nations.
Because, see, we just had that lady and her child come through, and she was smiling, and then she looked at the two pictures, and she looked disgusted, like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah.
That's a covering cast, man. The Most High, like, right now, beginning with the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, on to us younger brothers doing this work of truth and sincerity, we're starting to break that covering cast of that Esau has over everybody.
Yeah.
That just the image of the Lord. You think by now, with all the camps and the different videos out and the pictures, that the image of the Lord would not be a surprise. It's still something that people are surprised by. When you show them, Jesus Christ, and you show them Yahweh Shai, they look disgusted at Yahweh Shai and look like, what are you doing to Jesus Christ?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's a simple covering cast. We haven't even gotten to hell doctrine, reincarnation, like nations, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So knowing this truth is a beautiful thing. It's a blessing, man.
Yeah.
When the Most High is actually depart on you His wisdom, it's a complete blessing. Because then when you get deep in this thing, you start to understand how bugged out the rest of the nation, the rest of the masses are.
Yeah.
Your family members, even your parents, who you look up to for wisdom, you're now smarter than they ever could be.
Yeah.
Because you know the truth.
Exactly. Man, this truth is the only wisdom,
that's crazy.
in this planet that tells you who's actually really smart, man.
Yeah. Who's
Right?
who, what's what.
Because, you could be $1 billion pastor, And if you say that Christ or Yahweh came for everyone, then I know more than you, man.
Well, if you say Christ came from anyone,
Yeah, then, yo, there you go, you're going off.
Yeah, he's still going off. Yeah.
Right? You know, if you don't know the name of the Lord, you don't know the truth.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
And that's important, man. 'Cause I've had a lot of people tell me, well, like he has so many names, like he understands your language. If he understands what you're saying, no, it's not that way. Because if I call you something different, can I say the same thing about you? No.
See, that's the thing is that, yes, you know, the Lord knows everything, but
Yeah.
people want the Lord to cater to them, man.
Yeah, you. Stop. I hate that. When they think that he knows everything, just let him.
Yeah,
He'll know. No.
yeah.
Why are you so lazy? Just
Yeah.
say the right name.
Exactly. Get to the point, right?
That's right.
You know, and with the image, you know, that's a covering cast, you know, like, you know, in order for us to destroy the image of the so-called white man, we have to show that, you know, an image, you know, an illustration of what the Lord looks like as a dark-skinned man. That's the only way. Because you will have some Edomites who say, oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, so, okay, I know that Christ or the Lord, you know, is a so-called dark-skinned man.
Now what?
You know,
Yeah.
like, they'll say, okay, I know, you know, so basically as if, like, you know, you should just leave the point. No, the point is that we still have to put that image out there. Reason why is because we have to break that stronghold. If you know, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
and another thing that they always say is well now I know that's his image. Is that my salvation now? Yeah, it's actually a part of your salvation.
It is. Yeah.
Because if you see a dark skinned man coming cracking them
know.
clouds, you're not, and you don't know it's him, you're running from that.
Yeah.
Instead of running towards it because you're
Yeah.
not knowing it's your salvation.
With the sword. When he comes with the sword, you're gonna run from him,
Yeah.
not knowing that that's the Lord who you claim to believe in, that
know.
you know, and know that He come to save you.
Yeah.
Right?
You're running from
Yo,
it.
everything is important. It's in the scriptures. Whatever is in the scriptures is important, man.
That's right.
You know, and people say, oh, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, I accept him even for whether he's white, black, whatever it is. You know, I accept him.
If
No.
Yahushua came
What does
down-
the scripture say?
Bro, if Yahushua came down and he was so-called white man, I'd be cheese.
Yeah.
Out of my fucking mind. I'd be cheese,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. Exactly.
But then it's like, well, now I know I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Because he ain't coming for me.
Yeah, man. Because honestly, you know, like at one time, you know, like when I was in the world, you know, like
Yeah,
you know, like at one time, you know, like when I was in the world before, you know, I knew about this truth, man. You know, like I used to think to myself, man, hey, you know, if the Son of the Lord is a white man and God the Father is a white man, what the fuck? Yo, we're fucked. I'm
Yeah,
like, yo,
yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
You know, like I should think to myself, I'm like, yo, you know, like where the hell did we come from then?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. What's gonna happen to us?
Yeah, you know, like you know.
I beat up so many white kids, man.
Bro, like you know, I was so confused at that, you know, and then you know what, like I remember, man, you know, which is, you know, this is very spiritual, you know. I remember, you know, like when we used to go to church, you know, like I used to take my little brother, you know, to the, you know, I'm a group, you know, where, you know, like they would, you know, basically
Youth
like
group, the kids?
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, like you know, I'm a wild, you know, the, you know, I'm a
Adults are having service.
exactly,
They don't let downstairs.
come on, you know, and then you know, like. And then like you know, I'm a, and then like you know, I'm a. They would have like you know, I'm a pictures like you know, I'm a, you know, I'm a, you know, I'm a like you know, I'm a.
Lord?
Yeah, you know, yeah, kind of like, yeah, kind of like you know, I'm a. They would have like you know, I'm a pictures like you know, I'm a like you know, I'm a for them, like you know, I'm to color, you know, like you know, I'm a, you know, and then like you know, I'm a, you know, and then like you know, I'm a, and then like you know, I'm a, my little brother like you know, I'm a. Whenever you know, like he was the Lord, you know, like you know, he would always like you know, I'm a paint him, you know, like as a like you know, I'm 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 a as a like you know, I'm a as a like you know, I'm a
dark skinned man.
Skin man.
Oh,
you
same
know,
way.
yeah, you know what, like you know, and then like you know, I'm back then, like you know, I'm a like you know. Like you know, I'm back then. Like you know, he was just a baby. Like you know, I'm a
Yeah.
where like you know, I'm a where like you know, I'm a where like you know, I'm a he didn't really know anything
Yeah.
about like you know, I'm
Truth and
a
all
where you know
that,
what I
yeah.
mean, or like you know, I'm a how they should look.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like you know,
Instinctively.
exactly, man.
That's spiritual.
You know, so you know, like I used to think to myself, man. You know, if the Lord and His Son were white, so-called white people, we're fucked, man.
Yeah, we're done. Oh, yeah, we're finished.
But you know, you come to find out that it's the opposite, man. And then when you come to find out that the majority of the world have melanin, they're actually people of color, except the so-called white man. Why are they the only ones who are not like that? And then with that, it's not like they're special. They actually get burnt in the sun.
Yeah.
So you know that that's a curse. That's against nature.
Most High is white. if Yahushua was so-called white, he's coming from the crowds, he would already have a sunburn by the time he comes down.
By the time he came
He
down.
would be peeling off his skin.
Yeah.
So he can't be white, man. The Most High and his son are not white. Even the Most High himself, too.
The Most High is a dark-skinned
Dark-skinned man, too.
woolly hair. He looks just like Yahushua.
Yeah, come on.
He looks just like his son.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
And it says, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that spreadeth over all nations.
Sure. Sure, yeah.
He will swallow up death in victory, and the Lord Yahweh will wipe away tears from all
right,
the
which
faces.
is
Because of
man.
the revelation.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I like that
that's
scripture,
it.
man.
That's
I
it.
like that,
Yeah,
man.
that's it.
Yeah.
Because also too, it said it will swallow up death
Yeah.
in victory.
No more.
Exactly, and because a lot of people think when we die that we're that when we die in this thing that okay, well now we're done. We can't receive or reap the benefits that we spoke about when we were alive.
Yeah.
Little did they know, dying in this thing is actually victory.
Yeah.
Because that's the people who died in this truth are going to be people who get woken up first into the chariots, the first
Yeah.
seats of the chariots.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that's why it says that, like when the righteous perish, none considering, but, roughly paraphrasing, the righteous is taken away from the evil to come.
Yes, right. That's right.
So where are they taken to?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where are they?
Because if you just die and then that's it, you go serve, judgment, whatever. Why are they being taken away from the evil to come? Meaning that they're being preserved, they're
And
being
held
saved,
and saved
right?
somewhere,
So with them being held, where are they going?
Yeah. Where are they heading?
Crazy, man. And it says, he will swallow up death in victory, and the Lord Yahweh will wipe away tears from all their faces, and the rebuke of his people shall be taken away from off all the earth, and for the Lord Yahweh has spoken it. And it shall be said in that day, lo, this is our power. We have waited for him, and he will save us. No, this is plural, man. Our power, us, our God.
Yeah.
We have been waiting for him, right? It just goes to show you, like if I bust, let's say, there's a room, and then let's say, there's people in the room, I go into the room, and then let's say, I'm open the door, I'm like, my people, I'ma come with me. Only my people, right? You know what I mean? It's the same thing, man. It's not for everyone.
That's right.
There's a reason why the Lord said he came to the lost people of the house of Israel, man.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
And it says, this is crazy. And it shall be said in that day, lo, this is our power. We have waited for him, and he will save us. This is the Lord Yahweh. We have waited for him. We will be glad and rejoice in his salvation.
That's it, man. And it's crazy because that's the same thing when they were building the temple.
Yeah.
The guys wanted to come help them build it, and they're like, no, this is not for you.
Yeah.
This is only us who are supposed to build it.
Yeah?
And then the nations got jealous and overthrew them and destroyed the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Because
Everybody wants to be like Jake.
yeah, because you will have other nations who want to believe in this thing, man.
Yeah.
Who see, what the Lord has actually made us to be.
Well, that Moabite.
Yeah.
He saw it. He's like, man, I wish I was an
wish,
Israelite.
right?
I wish I was an Israelite. He said.
Right? So you will have other nations who want to be us, and they're going to claim to believe in it, but they're probably heathens.
And you'll have some sly heathens who'll say, yo, I could be they'll say Cornelius. I could be a Jake, but I'm just in a different body, brother. Shalom, and you'll have a lot of certain type of what's it called? The deceptive ways for people to try to come into the truth.
Yeah.
But like I said, this truth is too pure for a phony to come in and speak it.
Yeah.
You'll just see it just by the time just because he's speaking, just because a phony is speaking true words is evident. You look at him, you're like, yo, this guy doesn't match what he's speaking. You know?
There's a scripture in the book of Acts where like they had some spies who came among Poland just to see what they were doing. So you will have people who will come into this truth,
Who will be in
so-called,
GMS,
right? Who claim to be in the truth, but in the spirit that they're not in it. They're just in there working for the feds to gather up information, because when the time
Gather
comes,
intel,
they'll just be able to come and wrap you up, man.
That's right.
Same thing happened back then. It's the same thing that will happen now.
That's right.
If I have my phone,
You'd find the-
like I'll be able to find the scripture, but
Yeah.
man, like
Use my phone if you want.
okay, kind.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have a blue letter Bible?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
kind. Bless. Yeah. What's it called?
Yeah, there was a script. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in Acts, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you have to. The scriptures also talk about not to trust thy brother, and it's true because certain men that you.
It's in the book of Galatians, actually.
Oh, it's in
Yeah,
Galatians.
Yeah,
okay.
I found it.
Okay, come.
Yeah. I thought it.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I thought it was in the book of Acts, but that's alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to search things out.
Yeah. Kind of found it. This is Galatians chapter 2. Galatians 2 and 4. And it says, and that's because of false brethren unawares brought in, who came in privately to spy out our liberty, which we have in
We're just
Yahweh
talking about this
Shemashah.
truth. This truth. Because that's our liberty. Our freedom is this truth that we have in Yahweh Shai.
Khan.
We came to search it out, to gather intel, to
Okay.
see what's going on,
Khan.
to find holes. Because you know what? Apostle Kabar always says this the best. He was saying, like, that video when he made about respecting your elders?
Yeah.
He was cheesy a little bit,
Yeah, yeah,
right? He was
yeah.
heated. And it's true because, man, you can have a camp of 5 people, and then a 6th guy comes in, and he's the guy who's an agent.
Yeah.
And he's coming in to study what we have, to see if we have any holes. Because we might be preaching our stuff, but, brothers in different camps have their own personal problems that they go through within the camp.
Yeah.
They don't put it on Front Street right away, because you know what, you wanna because if that brother's sincere, you actually want to help him through his trial.
Yeah.
Quietly. Quietly. You don't want it to be. You don't want to give your you don't want to give your enemies any ammunition.
Yeah.
Where
That's
you
what it
boys
is.
from?
From here, Israel.
Regina? No, you guys from Regina? You born in Regina, or you guys
No,
from out
I'm
of town?
born
Where you guys?
born in Africa.
No, I mean, your parents were mine too, but I was born in Regina. Mine are from North India.
Africa, yeah.
Oh, you're from Africa?
Yeah, that's where they were born, but we're actually from Israel. We're actually
No,
Israelites.
I know, man. Well, that's the thing, right? It's like the Abrahamic 3, the most 3 evil fucking. Well, no, not the real old school shit, Dave. But no, I know, man. I know what you're saying. That's cool. You guys are here doing your thing, though.
Yeah.
So what's up? Teach me something. Tell me something.
Well, what do you want to know? Where are you from?
I am Aryan. My clan is the real Aryans from the Indus Valley, northern India. The real ones, not the ones that they, not the ones that.
Well, that's what we're basically. We're the real Israelites.
See, they love to-
Yeah, we're the original Israelites. Not those Israelis that live in Israel right now. They're not those Israelis. Yeah, those Israelis that live in Israel right now. They're not the real Jews at all.
Yeah, it tells you that here.
Yeah, get that. 'Cause they claim to be the real Jews, and they're not the real
Oh, we
Jews.
see you guys on the internet, man, in the States and shit like that. But
Yeah.
we gotta find some people to come debate.
Yeah.
Remember, like on Saturday or during the week.
Yeah.
This is the book of Revelation 2 and 9.
Nice.
I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
It's blasphemy because they're actually Satan. They're the synagogue of Satan. The scripture's about to tell you that.
Yeah.
And they say they are the Jews, but they're not.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's fucked up.
But are the synagogue of Satan.
The synagogue of Satan because they sacrifice so many children to their gods. And then what they'll do with the carcasses, they'll take the carcasses and distribute it as meat in these different fast food restaurants. McDonald's, Burger King. So you never know what kind of meat you're eating. But the blood, they'll use it to serve their power, their god.
And also drink.
And drink it. They do a bunch of wicked stuff that they believe is righteous.
Europeans are just brown Chinese bloods that lost the pigmentation.
Oh
in
yeah,
their
you're
skin.
right. You're right,
Thousands
yeah.
of years
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
because because of the climate, they had to cover their things, right, like their bodies, so they didn't have less exposure to the sun. So after a while, lost
they burn.
pigmentation of their sun. But I mean,
Yeah,
that's
it's
even
decent.
Scandinavians and shit
Yeah.
like that. That's where we come. Like fuck, I'm a real fucking pure breed. We're the only clan on the planet that fucking fought the Mongols and survived, kept our culture intact, right? See what happens to Mongols? They fucking spread Islam and they spread Judaism.
It's crazy
like a
because
motherfucker.
you know what's crazy because
In the
Islam,
1200s.
it was spread better, but it was actually started and initiated by the Catholic Church.
Oh, I believe that. I believe
Catholic
that.
Church.
They're all the same, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's exactly the same. That's
Basically-
why the Quran
Religion
is so
is-
close to the Bible because it actually from the Catholic Church. It started from the Catholic Church,
Yeah.
and they
Oh, yeah,
used
they're
it.
the
They
most
just took.
evil, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
see,
They
basically, what was I gonna say, man?
they used the
Oh, yeah,
the Quran.
So
as
first you had the
something
Persian
big.
Empire. Persians looked like me, they were me. And then in
Persian,
622, Muhammad came onto the scene. He was like an Arab, right? You could call Semite, maybe, I don't know. Maybe you guys might
Who are you talking about?
Basically you have the Persian Empire, which looked like me, right? Then in the year 622, you had Muhammad.
Like the
He
Medes
came
and
on
the
scene and
Persians?
he took over that land and he made
Talking
it.
about that.
And then he made
Hey,
it all.
did you buy that painting?
No, I'm selling it.
Is that the what kind of painting is it? You painted it? Is that? I have a question for you though.
Yeah.
Your painting should have that's the image of that's the
That's up.
the Last Supper. Your image, the image of Jesus Christ there.
The dark skinned man.
So you have what you have according to like I'm just letting you know we're not that's a beautiful painting. We're not knocking your painting, but we're just saying according to the Bible, he actually looks like this. Can you have him look like this? This guy right with long brown hair,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
blue eyes. But according to the Bible, he actually is a dark skinned man with woolly hair.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And so were all these guys here.
Yeah, because
Dark-skinned man with
you
woolly
know,
hair.
like even the Bible tells us that it's a shame for a man to have long hair, so that's false. You know, that is white supremacy right there.
It is.
No?
It is white supremacy.
Real one is we
According to the Bible.
Yeah.
Like you want
Yeah.
to read that book
Yeah.
quick.
Cut your hair, your brow.
Yeah. This is the book of Revelation.
Because you know what?
Yeah.
It's crazy to show you if you painted that the right picture, like with the brown skin,
With
the
the-
brown color, a lot of people probably wouldn't want to get it because it has dark skinned people in it.
Yeah.
Because they're used to seeing the white people because that's white supremacy.
See you later,
is white
brother.
people they see conditioning. But according to the Bible, that's what it looks like real quick.
This is Revelation 1 and 13, and it says, I'll just get to the point
Yeah,
because
get to the
because your
point.
mind is leaving. Revelation 1:14, it says his head and his hairs were white like wool.
The word white in the Hebrew there is gray.
Gray,
So
yeah.
it's just gray hair.
Like wool.
Like woolly, so woolly.
You know, like the texture of a sheep hair.
Yeah.
Right? And it says, as white as snow, and his eyes were as the flame of fire. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burnt in a furnace.
This is brass right now. You take brass and you burn it in the furnace, it's way darker. Right? So his hands and his feet were that dark, his body has to be that dark. So he would have been a dark skinned, a so-called Negro today.
A man of color, you
Man
know.
of color.
Yeah, you know, yeah, you
Just
know,
like us.
Yeah,
you
just
guys,
like
you're
us.
North American Indian, right?
Yeah.
You're right here, you guys are Gadites. You
Yeah.
guys are actually Israelites too.
Yeah, you know, you're just like, you know, actually just like you know, you're just like, you know, like a lighter shade of brown, and we're darker shades of brown.
That's it,
But we're
both
from the
brown.
same people, you know, like we actually come from the same, you know, father,
Nation, same father.
you know.
So yeah.
Oh, nice meeting you guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for the answer.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
take it easy.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, and then you know,
That's spiritual too.
Yeah.
Last Supper.
yeah, you know, and then you know, I'm just going back to you know that guy talking about you know how the people back then were dark skinned. Yeah, man, you know, everyone had complexion back then except Esau. You know, like
Even if you go further back, Esau had complexion.
yeah,
before
even
he
when you
fucked
go
up.
back,
Yeah.
God, exactly, right? You know, and you know, like,
Dark-skinned man, too.
right? You know, which is spiritual because like last night I was actually looking up, you know, the history of the original Chinese. They were dark-skinned
Oh,
people, bro. They were
yeah,
actually
yeah.
dark-skinned people, you know. So then
A
you
lot
know,
of Jake's mingled in there. man.
Khan, you know, and the guy said the same thing today. Like,
Well, the true
yeah.
Greeks were actually the true skins who, if I'm not mistaken, and they were the true Greeks were actually dark skinned.
Yeah.
You know, so Esau actually invaded the true Greeks and took all the customs and just did the exact same thing they did to us with ours, with our nationality. They took our paintings,
Yeah.
whitewashed it, put their faces on our faces and everything like that.
Yeah.
But the true Greeks were actually dark-skinned people.
Yeah.
I think in today's time, the true Greeks would have been not the Philippines, but
I'm a Catholic though.
is it Japhet? It is Japhet, right?
Well, the land that
It would be the land Japhet, but not the people Japhet, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
kind of, you know, there's this picture here, or
Of the Greeks?
or like it shows you. I forget exactly what page, but it just goes to show you like all the people in Europe, you know, like the original people.
Yeah, it's all in Europe here?
Yeah, that were in Europe or dark skin. Like this is, you know, I'm a people
It's
of
Scots.
Scot, and you know I'm an Irish. Are the same
Bunch of
people. Look at
niggas,
this.
man.
Yeah, right. You see, look, it says Black Irish of Jamaica.
See? See, a lot of you Jamaicans are Irish, but actually, you're black, you're Jake.
Yeah.
Because the word Irish means angry man.
Yeah.
Ire meaning
Man?
and the
No,
ish.
no.
Ish.
Yeah, ish means
meaning
man.
and ire
Irish,
meaning angry.
yeah.
Scott means black, and
Black
the ish
man.
means man. So
Black
it means
man.
black man.
Yeah. You know, and you know and the word German means original man.
Yeah.
You know, and the original is who? Israel, man.
Israel, man. We were there first.
Exactly.
We ruled Europe. That's
Exactly.
why you call it Dark Ages. You look up the Dark Ages, it's just Jake, dark-skinned people ruling
Yeah.
Europe.
Exactly. See,
It's a sick book, though.
like the original Russians.
Is it Russian?
Yeah.
That's a Jake.
Yeah.
We gotta do a video.
Yeah,
We gotta do a video.
This is heavy,
Yeah, this is a heavy book. We gotta do a video on that.
You can't see. Look at this. This is Japanese.
Jesus.
This is the original Japanese. They're dark-skinned people. They actually had complexion, right?
It's the Truth and False Bible. Yeah. According to the Bible, this is what the Lord actually looks like. Like the way everybody calls Jesus Christ. According to the Bible, he actually is a dark-skinned man with woolly hair, which should look like a so-called Negro like us in today's time. But you have this image up with he has brown hair, blue eyes, which is actually we don't like to say it, but it's white supremacy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you know, and that's how you push white supremacy. When you're a kid, you say Jesus Christ, this image is popping up. Not this image because it's not talking. Right? Yeah. Even in the you have that in the Bible, like?
Yeah. It's in the book of Revelations 1 and 14. It says his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So his head and his hair were white like wool. Even two things there. The color of the hair was white, which in Hebrew means gray, and it was woolly, which is a texture.
Yes. And it says, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burnt in a furnace.
That's fine grass.
Wait!
That's fine grass, and that's it as it burns in the furnace.
If you burn anything, it turns dark skin.
Yeah.
So it basically just showed that his feet was brown, as if you burn it in a furnace. So he was dark skinned man. If his feet were brown, then his whole body is brown.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I totally agree with what you're saying. You know, with all them pop, I knew they were all gonna come, and when they did, I was trying not to laugh hard because in my mind I was thinking of Isaiah 4 and 1. All of the women are covered too. They're all covered. So I'm looking, I'm like,
Don't kill
in my head, so I'm trying not to laugh because I want to seriously break it down.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I'm thinking of scriptures that are
Yeah.
making me laugh about it.
Yeah, you know,
That's
but
gonna be a thing, man. Those that amount of women that are gonna come to a man in these last days.
yeah,
We're gonna be a hiding spot for these people.
yeah,
these
you know,
women.
and like with this, like with the Muslim, like of this woman, like I believe, like the last woman that stayed, I believe, like how much is actually Jake, but
Yeah,
the rest
yeah.
are probably,
No, the rest probably heathens.
heathens, man.
Yeah.
Like most likely, I'm from the nation of Ishmael
Yeah.
or whatever,
That's right. You got a lot of Jake mingling with Ishmael.
Yeah.
And that Muslim and that is on
Yeah.
the doctrine.
Religio.
Yeah, religio. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, reliable.
Yeah, because like you can tell, that within her spirit, like she wanted to learn more, but because like she's with this woman who just left her, like, oh, this is bullshit,
Yeah.
who just left, so she had to tag along. But hey, it is what it is, man. If it's the Lord's will, hey, you know what? In this last days, like she might, actually, come, I'm a bias, and might, I'm a take her with us.
Yeah,
man.
you would take
You
it,
never
I'm
know.
not taking that shit. I'm not taking that one.
He said you. Nah, man, not me. Not me, bro. I already have my
I
list,
see her
bro.
feet like this.
I already have my list.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, been jotting down, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man, but hey, again, at the end of the day, man, like if you were to find a woman, like, who you might think, like, she's not all that, you can change her up.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
at the end of the day, it's all about her spirit, man, like, if her spirit is right, you can change her up,
can
man.
change her up, man.
You can make her look fine, bro.
Yeah.
You
Do different spiritual powers.
Inspire,
Yeah, sculpt her up.
big ass, big titties.
Make her look like the perfect woman. Your perfect woman.
God, that's great.
Is that it on that one?
I was reading the one in Galatians about people who come and spy.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Reading on that?
No, I'm just gonna finish it real quick and then go back. And it says Galatians 2:4, and that's because of false brethren unawares brought in, who came in privately to spy out our liberty, which we have in Yahushua Mashiach, that they might bring us into bondage. Yo, snakes.
Giving our enemies ammunition. That's what that is. They want, and you know what? Because these agents, some of these agents that are in GMS right now, they're gonna be the first one to rat you out and to put you to get you into concentration camps.
Yeah.
Because they've been in your camp. They
Yeah.
know where you live.
Yeah.
They know everything about you. They know about your family. Some of them will infiltrate the camp for a year or two.
Oh, that's been
A couple
there for a
years,
minute.
man. So yeah, some of them have been there for 5 years, infiltrating, getting info. So just know that if you're in the concentration camp, don't be surprised, man.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised of anything that shall come against you in these last days.
Yeah, because you have people who specifically work on the computers, on every social media that you have, and gather information. You got people like, Yako Wako, that nigga's a demon, bro. He puts pictures, I don't know where the fuck he gets them from,
Yeah,
but
that's
it goes to
crazy.
show that this guy works for the government, bro.
Yeah,
The dude is a wicked ass demon, bro. But yeah, that's it on that one. Then going back to Isaiah.
no, that's it on Isaiah.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Well,
Okay. Do you have any more scripture on there? You good?
no, that was it on that.
Okay. With that, we're gonna close up and we're gonna say
Allah Yahweh wa Yahushua.
double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone.
Yeah.
Salutation to the elect who are pushing this word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth.
Yeah.
And death and destruction to this wicked kingdom.
Yeah.
Shalom.
Shalom.